For every high priest chosen from among men is appointed to act on behalf of men in relation to God, to offer gifts and sacrifices for sins. The reason I started with this is that I have encountered several parishioners who have asked me, what are the priests doing at this time? What are they doing with their time? In fact, some of you have joked with me that the priests must be on holidays. And while I might wish that were true, I think this question shows us that often we think about the priest's life as those things that he does on Sunday, saying Mass, baptizing, and going to meetings, those things that we're used to seeing the priest at. While these are a big part of the life of a priest, there's so much more. So what have the priests been doing? Well, part of the answer comes from this letter to the Hebrews that I read out from the start. This letter speaks about the priesthood of Christ, what it's really about. That letter tells us that the priest is to stand before God on behalf of all people, praying for them and offering sacrifices for them. Think of Moses on Mount Sinai, praying on behalf of the Israelites. This tells us that a huge part of the life of the priest is not so much the meetings that he has to go to or the errands that he has to run, but prayer, and prayer for you. That's why when we are ordained deacons, we promise to pray what's called the Divine Office, a collection of psalms and prayers for the whole church and for the whole world. So what have we been doing? We have been praying for you each day. Of course, we've been praying for you all at Mass, which we offer each day. But we have also been bringing before the Lord your own intentions. Many of you have contacted us at the parish or personally and asked us to pray for certain things. And that's what we've been doing. We have been coming before the Lord, praying for you. But of course, there are many hours in the day. We don't spend all day in the church. So what else have we been doing? Well, many of you from your own professions would be familiar with the idea of professional development. Priests are no different. A big part of our life is continuous study of the scriptures, the church's teachings, and the human sciences and other things. But unfortunately, most of the time we don't have enough time to pursue these things. So we've been catching up on much of that study. And again, while this may certainly helps us, it's also for you. So you don't have to listen to the same old boring homily each week. And of course there are still funerals occurring, calls to anoint people in the hospital or in their homes, confessions, wedding preparation, and of course, as you would know from the bulletin, we have been blessing houses. And besides that, we've been able to do many of the things that you have also had more time to do. Reading the book that we've always wanted to read, watching that movie that we have wanted to see but haven't been able to, and gardening, the results of which you'll see when the church is open again. But I just want to leave you with that idea, that the core of a priest's life is not so much the meetings and errands that he has to run, but prayer, and prayer for you. So whilst we can't be at Mass together on Sundays as much as we would like, know that we have not been idle. We have been praying, and praying for you. And of course, this Sunday being Mother's Day, we will be praying especially for all the mothers in our parish. In this month of May, may Our Lady, whose month it is, intercede for you and guide you all. May God bless you all.